Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Retire Well, brought to you by the team of Citizen Advisory Group. I'm your host, Kristen Oakley, and joining me in the studio is the owner, Kevin Bucher, and financial advisor, Pete Samanuk. We're so glad you're joining us today. We are going to be going through some of the most common questions that the team of Citizen Advisory Group gets regarding Social Security from folks who have called in from the TV show, come in and sat down and met with one of the advisors. We know that there's a lot of confusion out there, and yet Social Security is a critical piece of your retirement planning puzzle. We want to make sure we get these most burning questions answered. Kevin, Pete, always good to be here with both of you. We're excited for a good show, aren't we?
Yes, thank you. Yep,
Great to be here today. Yep, we're excited again.
Awesome. Well, before we dive into these common questions, I do want to set up for our viewers to understand how important this is, that we're having this conversation, and most importantly, that you walk through Social Security in detail with your clients. There's a lot of financial planning firms out there that don't even have this conversation, that don't engage in Social Security planning. In fact, a lot of times they'll just tell you, just go down to the Social Security Administration, or we don't do that here, right? But you guys do. I would love for you to share, first of all, why you do it and how you do it differently.
Yeah, and I was just thinking this as we were introducing the show and you were talking. I'm like, man, people are going to have Social Security burnout. I'm like, we're doing another Social Security show, but the reality is it's that important to us. It's that important to you as a retiree and a consumer and an individual is what you're going to do with your Social Security. And that's the shows that people, we typically get the most interest and response from is Social Security, because people have a lot of questions around it. There are a lot of misconceptions, and it's just the cornerstone of your retirement in the United States retirement system. So we have to unpack it, we have to understand it, we have to make sure we do it right, because typically we only get one chance to do that. And I do think that's a big differentiator for what we do at Citizen Advisory Group.